Off the air? Okay, went back live. Let me refresh the
So
chat.
it's actually in the group?
Yeah.
Hi, Jean.
Can you hear me? Are you guys able to hear me? If anyone can hear me. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, say something.
Yes, I
Hi,
can.
can you hear me?
Yes. Okay. I
There's
figure
a
I was
lot of static.
okay. I had static for a second and then it went away. I don't think my microphone was on. Claire, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes. And we
Yeah.
also have someone new, Jean Brown. Jean, can you hear me? You are probably muted. Let me see. You probably muted yourself. So if you want to share, then unmute your microphone. Um, so anyway, let me start back over because I think I talked for like a minute or two without anyone hearing me. um, so I wanted to welcome all of you to day 2 of the 21-day water fast. And we should stop saying 21 days because that gets a little long. So we're just going to say we're on day 2 of the water fast. And let's just count it as we go along one by one. And whether you started on Sunday or yesterday, well, is yesterday Sunday? Oh yeah, yesterday Sunday. Whether you started on Sunday or whether you started today or if you started last week or what have you, welcome. or whether you decide that you're going to start in a couple days. It's all good, because I know a few people have said they didn't prepare themselves yet and they need to get their raw food on so that they can get into their water fasting properly. So welcome to the Water Fast Support Forum. This is Sky Juice coming to you live and direct from the beautiful island of Puerto Rico. Mr. Van, who is the one who dragged me into this thing, couldn't even make it because he has a class this evening. So I'm just going to be hosting myself. What I would like to do is not talk a whole lot because I'm actually like so exhausted. But I would like for those of you who are online to share how you're feeling, any questions or concerns that you have, and then I'll make a few more points, and that will be our support call for the evening. The more you share, the more we can talk about whatever it is that's on your mind. So I will start with Claire this evening, since I knew you were online first, and she is all the way from Australia. So Claire, how are you feeling? Tell us what's going on and any questions or concerns.
Okay, hey guys, how you going? I'm pretty exhausted today. I'll be honest with you. Yesterday I kind of broke the fast a bit because of some complications that I thought that I was having. Don't really want to go into detail about it at the moment, but I can just say that I thought I had a tumor once, and I think that I was concerned about doing the fast because, you know, what Sky was saying about the cancer thing, because I haven't gone to the doctor yet to see if it's even that. But I was informed that it would shrink the tumor, so I've decided, if it is the case anyway, so I've decided to just do an extra day, so I'm pretty much starting today. Yesterday, I felt really achy, actually. I'm in bed at the moment because it's morning here. So I'm wondering what that's due to. My body's like all aching all over, and it's like the muscles are really tight. But that's what I'm experiencing. I don't know what you guys are experiencing at the moment. I'll start there.
Okay. Thank you, thank you. Do you have any questions that you want to have answered, or you just want to share?
No, I just feel like sharing at the moment.
Okay. Thank you. And Jean, or Jean, would you like to share how you're feeling, or how many people in your household are fasting, or what have you? Are you open to conversation? We can't hear you if you are trying to speak, because apparently it looks like you are on mute. Let's see if I can help with that. Yeah, it looks like you guys have muted yourselves out. But I'll move forward to Prema, and you guys, when you get your speaker open, then just let me know. Prema, how are you feeling today? And do you
I
have
got it
any?
now. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hi there.
Hi.
How are you?
Oh, I'm great. Myself, this is Jean. I'm on the call. Also, my son Emmanuel, I had him join as well, so he's also participating. This is my second time around.
Okay,
Um,
wonderful.
I'm doing great. Last night there was a little bit of a challenge because someone was cooking very late, and the smell of the food was really irritating me. It was very aggravating.
I understand.
Let me see. I did have some minor hunger pains, but it wasn't anything major.
Okay, where are you calling in from?
Staten Island, New York.
All right, New York in the house. Wonderful.
So I'm gonna have my son Emmanuel share his experience since this is his first time.
Okay, so it's the two of you fasting.
Yes, good evening, everyone.
Hi, how are you?
So far, my experience, I'm doing well. How are you all?
Good, good.
So far, my experience has been a bit challenging, mainly because I work in a restaurant. So, being that I'm active most of the day, it's not that hard. It's just mentally challenging to take the mind off of wanting. And once I got it in my mind that I'm aware that it's mostly just thoughts of what the food tastes like and the smells and the senses. Once I'm aware of that, I pretty much have it under control. I'm looking forward to continuing on and just taking it one day at a time.
Awesome, awesome. And that's all you got to do. Keep it moving, and just do it one day at a time. Because
That's because we only have one day.
yeah, today, for real. All
Yeah.
right. Thank you for sharing. Prema, would you like to tell us how you're feeling today?
I'm feeling pretty good, but my body keeps walking past the kitchen, and I have two ways to get in my kitchen, and I just like walk to the door and look in, and I think there's nothing in there for me, and then I go away.
Right. I do the same thing. I actually always look in the refrigerator like 99 times a day.
And when the hangout ended this morning, somehow I got on a channel and the videos just automatically started coming. And the first one was some guy named Duriander, and he was talking about how if you do a water fast, your body doesn't get electrolytes. So I was wondering if you could talk about that.
Well, now who did you say the video was done by? Durian Rider?
Yeah.
Okay, I know who he is. So basically, these are people who don't understand what fasting is all about, and you're not getting any electrolytes because you're not eating any nutrients. And fasting is not eating nutrients. You are not eating anything that nutrifies your body. Your body is consuming itself when you have the storage bag, which I call the storage bag. Is the fat in your system is storage. It's the reserve tank when you run out of gas for fuel. So you're not going to get electrolytes. You're not getting any nutrients. You're not getting protein. You're not getting any fat. You're not getting any carbohydrates. You're not getting any vitamins or minerals. You're not getting anything like that whatsoever because you're fasting. You're not going to need it because the body is processing food differently. The body is processing the fat as fuel. So you're not required to have electrolytes because you're in a state of fasting and you're in a state of rest. So it's not required. Your body is going to, in the next couple of days, your body is going to convert itself into a full-blown, using something other than food to sustain. And that is why you're not required to have electrolytes during this phase in your life at this very moment.
Okay, thank you so much for that.
So it's a metabolic process that happens naturally. I see we have someone else who just popped in. We have Nikki Howard. How are you?
Yes, I'm good. How are you? Can you hear
Good.
me?
I can hear you perfectly. You sound really good. This is Sky. Are you fasting with us?
Yes,
Wonderful. Where are you calling in from?
I'm from Florida.
Where is that?
In Florida,
Florida. And where are you from? You have an accent.
originally I'm from Japan.
Are you from Japan? Very
Yes.
international. Wonderful. So what inspired you to do this fast at this time? And we're on day 2. Tell us how you're feeling and any challenges and any questions that you have. Let's hear it.
The reason for me to fasting is a detox. I want to detox myself, and I'm an emotional eater, so I have a binge program. So I want to stop that and go into a healthy regimen.
Understood. And
Right,
this is the day 2.
and so far I'm doing good. Day before I went through healthy eating.
Mm-hmm.
I juice and I drink a bunch of coconut juice.
Mm-hmm.
So and then here I am for the fasting. So I guess I'm doing good now.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Well, welcome to the group.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Well, welcome. We are going to begin today. You can jump in. You can jump in as often as you need to, and preferably all the time, because we love the connection amongst all of us, so that we can all feel each other's energy and presence. And it's just good to hear where people are in their journey. I'm going to be here every day, twice a day. And Van is going to be here supposedly once a day. He was here this morning. So we also have some folks on the call who are looking at us live on YouTube. And I'm going to pop over there and see if I can see if anyone has any comments that they want to share. If anyone else would like to share on this side, on the Google Hangout side, then please say your piece. I'm going to go look at YouTube right now and see if I can see if anyone is asking any questions on there. Does anyone else want to share or have any questions they'd like to ask?
Yeah, I want to ask Mickey, do Japanese people fast?
I'm not sure. I believe so, but I really don't know. But I've learned fasting, since I came to the United States. But I have no idea because I've been here for a long time. So,
Okay.
yeah.
How long have you been here?
20 plus years. I'm still learning my English second language, so bear with me. Hopefully you guys can understand.
It's very good.
That's good.
Thank you.
So that's a good question, Trema, because I think I was thinking that too. Were you when she asked if this is so you don't know of anyone in Japanese culture that does fasting as part of the culture?
Yeah, I guess yes. I'm pretty sure that a lot of Japanese people they do fasting and they do meditate.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, that's good to know. All right, so I am popping in. I don't see any other comments. I see. Oh yeah, some people did make some comments here. On the YouTube side, we have folks saying they can hear us. Someone named Heather said hello all. Pam Washington said she's completed day 1 and she's pushing forward. Heather said, don't listen to Durian Ryder when it comes to water fasting. That's for you, Trema. And then Heather says, hello, I'm here on time. Oh my, doing well. She says, no camera and don't have Hangout, but I'll hang here. So we hear you, Heather. We got your comments and notes. We want to just bring you guys in, whether you can get on Google or not. You should be able to if you have like internet, but I don't know. Some people's computers work differently and what have you, so it's all good. At least you have options, right? For me, my day has been kind of up and down. I literally haven't moved well, I went from my bed to the bathroom to the kitchen and looked in the refrigerator about 99 times, came back in my bed. I've been online literally like 12 or 16 hours since like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and I haven't even taken a break yet. So after this call, I will take a break, and probably take a break, and then I'll get back online. Because sometimes, like I build websites and I do all kinds of on my own website and emailing and a lot of online stuff. And anytime I have time, because right now is my time to do it, because I host wellness retreats here. When I don't have a retreat, I get back online and I start promoting and marketing and doing all kinds of stuff to get business in, and then I help other people's websites. So right now that's where I am in. So it's good for me because I'm fasting, because when I do have a retreat, but it doesn't start till next week. So this will give me an opportunity to be really engaged in fasting, and I think it's the beginning days that is hardest for me. So I'm going to use this whole week to just get it right and get it in me, and then next week I think I'll be a professional faster by next week. That's how I feel. So basically, that's basically it for the evening. This is more about you guys sharing. If you want to share and if you want to add any thoughts or questions to the mix, then please do so. If not, we can keep it short and we can meet again tomorrow morning.
I just found something. I Googled Japan and fasting, and there was an article that said Japan to introduce internet fasting camps for addicted kids, for kids who are addicted to the internet.
Wow. That's interesting.
Yeah, very interesting.
So that's pretty cool. Well, that's more like that's not like food-based, that's just unplugging. I need to go to that camp too.
Yeah. I'm interested that, like Ban was sharing us with a Japanese doctor, Dr. Emoto Masaru, for the channeling the water. I'm very interested that, I'm doing myself. I'm talking to my water, like Ban does.
Yeah, he talks a lot about that. He talks about, and I have also read where people, like if you have your water jar, and that's something I'm going to do, as you just reminded me, you could put like a label on your jar and write on it love, or write on it a note to yourself, or something peaceful, or healing, and you just put it on your jar, or I drink out of jars, but if you have a glass, put like a label, a sticker, or a piece of tape or something, and write on there positive things. It's going to charge the water. The water's going to feel the intention that you wrote that with. And it's going to feel it, and it's going to give you more energy. And I think I'm going to do that. You just reminded me to do that. I'm going to put that on I'm going to pick one jar that I'm going to drink out of, and I'm going to put my labels on it. And that will definitely help me get through this. So thank you for reminding me.
Great. Listen, Sky, I'm kind of surprised this morning you told us that the distilled water is not that good because that's a dead water. Is that true?
It is true, and it's definitely something I can post. I'll look up more information.
I read that it pulls minerals out of your body.
Yes, it does. It leaches minerals. And I'll pull up some information to post in the group for the best water for fasting. And distilled water is not the water. It used to be considered good water for fasting, but let me see. I just pulled up best water for fasting, and let me see real quick.
Huh?
Okay, here's an article I just found about fasting using distilled water, and this is by Jean. Jean, can you guys mute yourself because we can hear you?
Okay.
Sky, you know, if you click on that blue button up on the upper left corner, you can post the link in the chat.
Oh, okay. I'm going to post it in the group too. DrMercola.com says why I now say no to distilled water only. He says here, and I don't even want to read the whole thing. Let me just pull this part up. Distillation is the process in which water is boiled, evaporated, and the vapor condensed. Distilled water is free of dissolved minerals, and because of this has the special property of being able to actively absorb toxic substances from the body and eliminate them. Studies validate the benefits of drinking distilled water when one is seeking to cleanse or detoxify the system for short periods of time. Fasting using distilled water can be dangerous because of the rapid loss of electrolytes, sodium, potassium, chloride, and trace minerals like magnesium, deficiencies of which can cause heartbeat irregularities and high blood pressure. Now my screen just moved. Cooking foods in distilled water pulls the minerals out of them and lowers their nutrient value. So I'm gonna post this article. You said post it on the side. I'll post it on the side, and I'll post it in the group. And there's other articles too. So that's a reason. Can you guys all hear me? Because I feel like.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will post. Oh, you found it, Kama. Okay, good. So yeah, so I'm gonna, Kama posted it here. I'm gonna post it on YouTube, and I'm gonna also post it in the group. So with that being said, the best water to drink is spring water. A lot of people are doing alkaline water, but also the one thing about fasting we want to keep in mind is we want to keep fasting affordable. So you don't have to get the designer water at the store. You don't have to get the $5 water. You want to get a good source, clean spring water, and that's really it. A filtered water can work as well, but it depends on how it's filtered. I would recommend a spring water, and just keep it spring and keep it moving. You can buy a case of bottled water for sometimes like $4 or $5, a big gallon. That's what you should be getting. You should get like two of those boxes a week, because you should be consuming approximately 1.5 gallons of water a day. And that could range in terms of people. A lot of people who really struggle in the water fast and suffer like more than necessary is because they're drinking like 3 cups of water. You know, you should get water in. And the best way that I do my water eating, so this is your meal, so if you think of it as your meal, fill up a big jar, which is what I have, like a 24-ounce and 36-ounce jar of water, and drink it as if you were eating a meal. So don't just sip all day. Drink the thing down all the way, like get it, gulp it in, and you don't have to do it nonstop, but just get it in. Drink it within 10 minutes. Like try to get a lot in you in 10 minutes. And then just keep doing that, and then fill up the thing again, and then just keep doing that over and over again. You should do that at least 6 to 9 times a day of these big tall glasses. Don't just sip all day. Only time you need to sip is when you feel like you're thirsty and your mouth is feeling a little dry. But you really should be drinking in large quantities, like, you know, a few cups at a time. You know, like gulp, 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 gulp. And I feel like that helps me, like, because I think a lot of the headache and the nausea and the different feelings people have is because when they really count how much water they're drinking, they really don't even, you know, they really don't calculate how much water they're drinking. So for example, in the morning, like if you start this in the morning, start with 1 full gallon of water. And like I have said before, try to pour your water out in a bottle of a glass jar or a glass bottle. Or if you have several jars to put your water in, in other words, don't store your water in the plastic container. Try to cut that out. It's possible. This is only if you can do it. If you have your glass jar of water, put it on your porch, put it outside. If it's freezing temperatures, maybe don't put it outside because it might crack the container. So put it in a place where it can get direct sunlight. That's another way that it can get energy. So this is all about getting energy from nature. You know, this is about the sun. This is about spring water that flows naturally throughout the earth. You know, we want to heal our bodies naturally. So get these things from nature. You know, try to eliminate plastic containers and drinking out of a plastic cup. You know, if you don't have I have a gallon jug that I got. You can get it if you buy apple juice, the big Macintosh apple juice. Then you can finish the bottle and then use the bottle later for putting your water in, and then leave it in the sun so it can get like sun energy. And that would really help with this whole process. Definitely, like Nikki was saying, put your labels on your bottles and put love and healing and abundance and what have you on the bottle, because the bottle, it's not that the water's reading what you're saying. That's not really the science behind it. The science behind it is you have reflected energy into this writing. You're saying love. You're writing it down. You're thinking it. You're feeling it, and you're writing it. You're taping it on this jar for you. The label is being placed on this jar, and the intention is being felt through the glass, through the water. So the water is actually feeding your energy that you're putting towards it through the labeling, you don't have to believe it if it's not your thing, but you know, they say that it's been proven to be a real thing because they found that there have been, they looked at the different cellular patterns of maybe positive affirmations to the water and very different types of patterns when they've done negative affirmations to water. So I'll go with the this is legit. So that's it for this evening. It's 10 o'clock here in Puerto Rico. It should be 9 o'clock where you are, depending on if you're on the East Coast. If you're in Australia, I believe it's 10 a.m. So good morning to you guys over there. And you guys, you know, have a great evening. Get up watering. Oh, what I was saying before, I think I cut myself off. Start in the morning with a full gallon of water. Like, if you have to fill it up or start with a new fresh bottle or what have you. And calculate how much you're drinking per day. Like, just see if you finish that 1 gallon, okay? And don't start with a half a bottle. Like, fill it up or start a new one and see how much you drink per day. And that way you can monitor how much you're drinking. When I put people on coconut water fast, everyone has to get their own bottle so that we can see how much each person is consuming, because I can't tell if you're doing well or not if you're not drinking enough. You understand? So,
Okay, thank you.
So have a good evening, everyone, and peace to you all. Love and peace, and keep on drinking your water. Have a good one.
Have a good one too. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.